All right. Welcome to Jobuffalo Unplugged's first live show. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to get to tell you about some hobbies, types of hobbies that you can do to improve your lifestyle. And as always, we're going to get started now. All right, yes, we're fired up here. I'm Jobuffalo, and I'm always entertaining. So to get this started, we've got a little bit of a slideshow to show you. But first, what's my channel all about? When you think about Jobuffalo Unplugged, you're wondering, where does that come from? Why does that? Where does it come from? So, Jobuffalo Hobbies for Couples. Jobuffalo came from, it was my gamer tag back in the day. So when I video gamed, now it's more of a symbol of enjoyment. I really enjoy doing this YouTube channel. So Hobbies for Couples, this is something, I've got 15 years of management experience. I have 15 years of social media experience. And in addition to that, I'm, right now in a relationship where everything we do together, we do it with each other and enjoy it. And that's really what I'm building this channel, is to help you build your relationship. So if you look, the next slide here, improve your relationship by doing stuff you love to do with someone you love. And that's exactly what I have a passion for and what I strive for every single day when I'm making these videos and trying to improve relationships and help people in their lives. So in our next slide here, what's the definition of a hobby? So according to the Webster Dictionary, a hobby is a pursuit outside one's regular occupation, engaged in especially for relaxation. So outside of what you do for a living, that's pretty much what your hobby is. And I've kind of broke it down into 3 types of hobbies that could really improve your lifestyle. So number 1 would be educational. Yeah, right? Educational is anything you learn as you move ahead with your life and you try to improve. That's going to help improve your lifestyle. Number 2, physical movement. And I had a great video, Steps to Weight Loss. That was a lot of physical movement in our weight loss journey. And that's a good hobby for you to, move ahead with. The next, inspirational. Wow, that's a big one. You sit, you think, what is inspirational? Doing yoga, that's inspirational. Here's a quote from Dale Carnegie, right? Today is the only life you're sure of. Make the most of today. Get interested in something. Shake yourself awake. Develop a hobby, and let the winds of enthusiasm sweep through you. A great book. Well, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I highly recommend that book. And I understand that things happen. People have to move on. You have your jobs to do. You have kids to take care of. But you got to have time for yourself, and you got to have time for your family. And if you can find a hobby that you can do with someone else, let me tell you, that makes the day fantastic. I don't care how bad of a day you're having. When you can come home and do something that you really enjoy to do, and then do it with someone that you love, man, it's a great feeling, and it makes you want to do it again the next day and the next day. So let me ask you a question. Go ahead and answer these questions down in the comments below. Then we can get back to you after the show and leave comments back. First, the question is, why are you here? What exactly are you watching this? What do you want to learn from it? So I can tell you the reason that I'm here, it's to wake up every single day happy and have a purpose. And have a dream and make that dream come true. And it doesn't have to be a YouTube channel. It could be anything you want. You could be the best mountain climber out there. You could be anything you want to be. You just got to set your mind to it. And once you make that decision and make that decision, just like my steps to weight loss, you are going to then develop a plan. And I have a great plan. That's the freebie I was going to mention to you. We have a free worksheet that we're going to speak to about at the end of this. But again, figure out why you're here. Leave comments down below in the live chat. We can see what those are. And you give a couple of calls here. Jeff T, thanks for joining us today. Yoshi, Nick, Zach, and Nicole. Rosar, thanks for joining us today on the great live show here. So the next, let's take action. And what do you really enjoy doing? What do you love to do? What are some things you love to do? Who do you enjoy doing that with? This is the part of the video. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up like if you haven't done it already. The more likes, the happier I am. Always entertaining. So let's get into some educate. What are some examples of our educational hobbies? Let's look at some of those. So we have photography, we have collecting history and coins, we have crafting, we have fishing, we have musical instruments, we have Wall Street. That takes a little bit of money. Bird watching, learning a new language. I'm still struggling with that one. Writing a book. Now, that is definitely something in my interests. Is definitely to write a book. That would be very fun to do. YouTube channel. Well, check. Aha. Physical movement. Okay. So, swimming, rock climbing, martial arts, geocaching. I was geocaching the other day and I couldn't catch it. So I'm not exactly sure. It was true. I couldn't find the catch. Mountain biking, dancing, exercising. Very good one. Hiking. Would like to do that more. Gardening. If you haven't seen my last video, check that one out. That was a good gardening herb video. And then camping. Would like to do some camping. All right, so inspirational. We have yoga. We have meditation. Puzzle solving. Somebody told me the other day that they fell asleep while doing yoga. If you've fallen asleep during yoga, give me a yes and a hey, yeah in the comments down below, because I have yet to fall asleep when I did yoga. But it's a definitely good hobby, and it's inspirational. Cooking, volunteering. That's an interesting one. Reading. If you know how to read, you can do the hobby reading. If you don't, then you can go back to the educational, learn how to read, and now you've got two hobbies at one time. Always entertaining. Daydreaming. I do that often. Have a pet. Is having a kid the same as having a pet? Possibly. Astronomy. Yes. Staring at the stars. That's what I always tell my buffaloette. Her father's a thief because he stole the stars and put her in her eyes. Involvement in church. Very good. So that concludes. There's 30 examples of hobbies that we can tell you. Again, I'm Jobuffalo. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in improving your relationship so that you can do things you love with people that you love. So here's the bonus. I'm going to put that down below. I was completely glad that I get to teach this today Um, Go ahead, once this goes onto the channel, go ahead, leave your comments and questions there. I'll answer them at the best that I can from the experience that I have that I talked about earlier. And I am completely excited. I'm going to do more of these shows. As always, thank you for spending the time with me, and hopefully you've got a little education. I'm Jobuffalo, and we're always entertaining. See you next time.